You know what's really funny? When I was a kid, I would never get anxiety attacks or panic attacks or anything like that. I never had that anxiety in me right up until right after high school. I think the moment when I started smoking weed, if you guys don't know, smoking weed makes you really fucking how to explain this? It's a psychoactive drug. So in other words, it enhances all your emotions. And from the time I smoked weed, I've never had like certain emotions or there's certain parts of my brain I never activated. And with weed, I activated them for the first time. I remember taking a bong hit one time from my homies at the pad, at his pad, and I remember having this. I don't know what the right term is called. I think it's existential crisis. But I remember just thinking of. I remember just having these crazy visions of how my friends know me through these connections of people. It was like a fucking tree of connections of like people that knew me, and it was funny because I would in my head I'm in this hierarchy, right? A hierarchy, and in the hierarchy it goes from like the fucking popular kids to like the second most popular to like the fucking middle least popular, and for some reason I created that fucking image. I still remember those images to this fucking day because they were so fucking profound to me at the time. I remember I was just chilling in his fucking bed, right? Um, just chilling. We're chilling on his fucking bed. It's like four of us in his room, and I started getting these fucking images, and I was just having this like I wanted to freak the fuck out, that anxiety feeling of you just. It felt like I wanted to rip up in my fucking chest and just scream out the fucking house scream. I don't know why I had that intention, but that was the first time I ever activated that type of anxiety. And ever since then, that started when I was 18, so right after high school, so right, literally 18. Um, I'd say 2 years later, and there could be so many factors, man. Some of you guys might relate to this, but I remember I got fired. I worked this job for almost a year. It was a pretty good fucking job. I really liked it. I really did enjoy it. Obviously, I got left out. I got fired for fucking. They drug tested me and they found weed and apparently this job site they don't allow that shit, which is complete bullshit. But I mean, it is what it is, right? But I remember I had this job for a long time and I got fired from that. But then soon right after, man, I remember when I lost that job, so many other shit happened to me. I remember the big. This may not seem like a big deal to most of you guys, but to me it is because money to me at the time was just really fucking. I don't know. To me, money, even to this day, it still fucking haunts me. But fucking. I remember buying a car, man. I remember buying my brand new fucking Camry. I already know what fucking year it is, but it was brand fucking new, right? Probably like 2020, 2021 or something like that, man. Um, I was pretty fucking proud of getting that car, And as soon as I remember I put $5,000 or $6,000 down on down payment. I remember going to work for like the next 2 fucking weeks, right? In my car for the first time. Well, the whole time, right? The first 8 months or 6 months, or however long I was there for, my dad would wake up at 3, 4 a.m. and take me every fucking day. I got really tired of that. I didn't like that. I didn't like how that looked. It wasn't because I was ashamed or embarrassed or anything like that. My pops is old. You know what I mean? So in my head, it's like, okay, I gotta get that fucking car. And that fucking license, which everybody fucking wants. But check this shit out. I get that car. 2 weeks later, I get fired, right? A week later, I lose the fucking keys, man. I lose the keys. And because I put that money down on the fucking car and me losing my fucking keys, I remember how I couldn't find my keys at all. I left them in the fucking trunk and I didn't know at the time. So when the time came, when he opened the fucking trunk, first of all, we had to get the tower to take it to the fucking dealership. Me and my pops go there and, we get the car, we receive the car, get the fucking brand new keys, which I think, if I remember, cost like, I might exaggerate, but it's $900 to me. It was probably like 500 or 600. But that's still a lot for fucking brand new keys, man. To me, I was like, what the fuck is this, man? And I remember opening the trunk, right? And finding the keys there, man. Oh my god. In my head, my dad was there with me. I remember joking around, like, imagine if it was in there, and it just so happened to be in there. I remember I saw the fucking keys, and I'm like, what the fuck? I just remember just looking at it, but in my head, dude, I was losing my fucking mind. Why? Because of the fucking money. And I remember on the way back on the fucking drive, me driving back with my own car, I was just screaming on top of my fucking lungs, right? Screaming on top of my fucking lungs. I was just super fucking pissed. I was just pissed, man. I've never been that fucking pissed. I looked like that fucking Karen. But anyways, I'm pretty sure other things happened. Um, but because what I knew then compared to what I know now, I couldn't control myself well for whatever reason. I just could not control myself. Um, I was just balling out, fucking crying, just being. I remember just getting really fucking depressed, right? I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going to. This is the first time I ever got into real deep isolation. I was like, I'm done with this fucking job. I'm done with. I was pretty much done with society. I'm not gonna lie, man. At the age of fucking what? The age of fucking 20. I was just turning 20, man. And at that point, I thought my life was over, which is pretty fucking funny looking back now. You know? And during those months of being unemployed, I was just completely isolated, man. I was working out, um, but I wasn't taking that as serious as I am now. I was making videos. I used to make Call of Duty videos, right? I used to make Warzone videos. I was pretty fucking good at it, and I always had a passion for that shit. You know? And I always had a passion for recording videos, anything, right? Anything recording, anything with recording, and that went well. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I had a pretty great time. But during the fourth month, I'd say, of unemployment and complete isolation, when I say complete isolation, I completely mean fucking everything. My door's locked 24/7. You'll only see me up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., 5 a.m. watching fucking Netflix in the living room. Um, it was just horrible. I wasn't going out with anybody. I wasn't. If I can remember, man, I was not doing a fucking. I was just playing games with my friends. I think. No, I wasn't even playing with anybody, man. I was just playing by myself. I was just really locked in with making these fucking Call of Duty videos and editing them. You know, editing them, editing, editing them is fucking hard. Words are hard too, I'm not gonna lie. But I remember during the 3, 4 months, I would get these fucking pure panic attacks. Just horrible. And it's not like I would think I would die, but it feel like I would die. You know, we'll start off like this, right? My heart would start beating fast. I would catch on to that for some reason, even though I smoked so many fucking times. And like when you're high as fuck, right? When you know this when you smoke weed. When you smoke weed, you hear your heartbeat the whole fucking time. First time it might either scare the shit out of you or it may not. It never scared the shit out of me until that part of my life, and I just don't understand why it's still. But I do honestly. I don't know why I say. Excuse me. But I remember just getting these panic attacks, and I was just thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking. It's just an impending doom. You know, that's the best way to explain them. And I just wasn't going out, and just as recently, my friend the same thing starts to happen to him. You know, he smokes, and I kind of know what type of person he is, just based off this, right? He stays in his house all day. He goes to work. Like, he has a job. He comes home. He smokes weed all day. Doesn't do it. He probably works out. Doesn't do anything. But point is, he smokes weed every fucking day. Ever since I knew him, he's never relied, or he's always relied on fucking. There's never been a day where I'm positive there's never been a day in his life in the past 5 years or whatever years he's been smoking where he's been sober. Not even one day. And just until recently, he started getting anxiety attacks, and he completely stopped. You know, from what I heard, he completely fucking stopped. Um, I doubt he's gonna completely stop. You know, I completely stopped for like a month or two after having those panic attacks. Um, but it just comes down to fucking maintenance. Not only maintenance, but balancing your fucking life. You know, in a way, he can kind of relate with me. You know, he just stays inside at home all day, plays games, smokes weed, and pretty much doesn't do anything else. You know, and work out. But working out really, I mean, if you're not making it into a career of recording videos or trying to influence people online, I don't, no, I don't really get anything out of that. But you will get something out of yourself. I think that's really important when it comes to fitness. But yeah, man, I think just it, and the way how I fixed it, I don't know how to explain how I fixed it. I think just over time I got better. I started to talk to girls more. I got a fucking job eventually. Just talk to anybody. Talk to anybody that whatever you feel like it's important to you. Talk about it. It doesn't matter who it is. Right? It's your fucking friend, your mom, your dad, your family members. It could be a random guy in fucking world. Just try to balance that shit out. You can smoke. How about this? I mean, it's cringy, and you probably heard this shit everywhere. You probably heard this shit by your fucking parents. But smoke weed after you're done everything. After your productive day, you can smoke weed. You can you can watch porn. Just as long as you do the shit you need to fucking do. Go outside for a fucking run. Right? Those things help. They might not help you, but that help you. But just little things like that. We're all different in our own ways. We just gotta find the fucking ways. And yeah, guys, take care.